صلى الله على النبي الكريم. باب أسباب المجازات. اعلم أن أسباب المجازات وإن كثرت
جاز يجازي جاز يجازي مجازاتا مفاعلة. Got it?
Yes.
Because jaza is aslan jawaza. Jawaza. Got it? Jawaza yujawizu mujawaza. Jaza yajuzu jawzan. Yes. And mujazat, this is mufa'ala. So mufa'ala is بضم الميم لا بفتح الميم. مفعلة بضم الميم. So say now. باب أسباب
المجازات.
مجازات. Yes. Correction is good or left there? Say.
It's correct.
No, I am correcting you. That's good or bad?
That's good.
Okay. Bismillah.
اعلم أن
Because you are alim. And Mufti Razaw's father and uncle both, they were my mashayikh. They were very strict in this regard. He said, when you are becoming a alim, so then your every single word must be accurate according to sarf and nahr. Yes, at the moment you will speak out, so the listeners may know that he is a alim. Got it? Go ahead.
اعلم أن أسباب المجازات وإن كثرت ترجع إلى أصلين. أحدهما أن تحس النفس من حيث قوتها الملكية بعمل أو خلق اكتسبته أنه غير ملائم لها، فتتشبح فيها ندامة وحسرة وألم. ربما أوجب ذلك أوجب
يوجب إيجابا. ربما أوجب ذلك this فعل ماضي.
ربما أوجب ذلك تمثل واقعات في المنام أو اليقظة تشتمل على إيلام وإهانة وتهديد.
ورب نفس استعدت لإلهام المخالفة. فخطبت على ألسنة الملائكة بأن تتراءى له كسائر ما تستعد له من العلوم. وإلى هذا الأصل وقعت الإشارة في قوله تعالى: بلى من كسب سيئة وأحاطت به خطيئته فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. والثاني توجه حظيرة القدس إلى بني آدم، فعند الملأ الأعلى هيئات وأعمال وأخلاق مرضية ومسخوطة، فتطلب من ربها طلبا قويا تنعيم أهل هذه وتعذيب أهل تلك، فيستجاب دعاؤهم وتحيط ببني آدم هممهم، وتترشح عليهم سورة الرضا واللعنة كما تترشح سائر العلوم، فتتشبح واقعة إلامية أو إنعامية، وتتراءى الملأ الأعلى مهددة لهم أو منبسطة إليهم. وربما تأثرت النفس من سخطها فعرض لها كهيئة وتتراءى الملأ الأعلى
مهددة لهم
مهددة منصوب.
وتتراءى الملأ الأعلى مهددة لهم أو منبسطة إليهم.
تتراءى is in the meaning of تظهر. So الملأ الأعلى is the فاعل of تظهر. So now it يقتضي المفعول، والمفعول يكون منصوبا. Go on.
وربما تأثرت النفس من سخطها فعرض.
Maybe procedure sharpened me a little bit. What do you think? I did my procedure, so I became a little bit more sharp. Okay, go ahead.
وربما تأثرت النفس من سخطها فعرض لها كهيئة الغشي أو كهيئة المرض. وربما ترشحوا ما عندهم من الهمة المتأكدة على الحوادث الضعيفة كالخواطر ونحو ونحوها. فألهمت الملائكة أو بنو آدم أن يحسنوا أو يسيئوا إليه. وربما أحيل أمر من ملابساته إلى صلاح أو
من ملابساته the plural of mulabasa, once again mufa'ala. Got it?
Yes. وربما أحيل أمر من ملابساته إلى صلاح أو فساد وظهرت تقريبات بتنعيمه أو تعذيبه. بل الحق
وظهرت تقريبات فاعل ظهرت
وظهرت تقريبات بتنعيمه أو تعذيبه.
بل الحق الصراح أن لله تبارك
وتعالى عناية بالناس يوم خلق السماوات والأرض توجب أن لا يهمل أفراد الإنسان سدى وأن يؤاخذهم على ما يفعلونه. لكن لدقة مدركها جعلنا دعوة الملائكة عنوانا لها.
ولكن لدقة مدركها ظرف
لكن لدقة مدركها جعلنا دعوة الملائكة
عنوانا
لها والله أعلم. وإلى هذا الأصل وقعت الإشارة في قوله تعالى إن الذين كفروا وماتوا وهم كفار أولئك عليهم لعنة الله والملائكة والناس أجمعين خالدين فيها لا يخفف عنهم العذاب ولا هم ينظرون. ويتركب الأصلان فيحدث من تركبهما بحسب استعداد النفس والعمل صور كثيرة عجيبة. لكن الأول أقوى في أعمال وأخلاق تصلح النفس أو تفسدها وأكثر النفوس له قبولا أزكاها وأقواها. والثاني أقوى في أعمال وأخلاق مناقضة للمصالح الكلية منافرة لما يرجع إلى صلاح
نظام بني
آدم وأكثر النفوس له قبولا أضعفها وأسمجها. ولكل من السببين مانع يصده عن حكمه
ولكل من السببين
مانع يصده عن حكمه إلى حين فالأول يصد عنه ضعف الملكية
وقوة
البهيمية حتى تصير كأنها نفس بهيمية فقط لا تتألم من آلام الملكية. فإذا تخففت النفس عن الجلباب البهيمي وقل مدده وبرقت
بوارق
الملكية عذبت أو نعمت شيئا فشيئا. والثاني يصد عنه تطابق الأسباب على ما يخالف حكمه.
تطابق الأسباب باب التفاعل مصدر تفاعل.
يصد عنه تطابق الأسباب على ما يخالف حكمه حتى إذا جاء أجله الذي قدره الله ثج عند ذلك الجزاء ثجا وهو قوله تبارك وتعالى لكل أمة أجل فإذا جاء أجلهم فلا يستأخرون ساعة ولا يستقدمون.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. In the chapters before, we have mentioned that Haywan is jins and it has beneath it lot of anwa. Naw mean types or kinds. Got it? Which is called naw in logic. It's called what? Naw in logic. So all animals are animals, but then there is one naw that is called donkey, another naw that is called dog, another naw that is called cows, another naw that is called lion, and another naw that is called insan. Got it? So all these are anwa. Is called naw. Is called
naw.
And jins, they have different haqaiq and different natures. Got it? Jinns have different nature, but they have one nature. Human, they have one nature, which is called the requirements of Surat al-Naw'i. The requirements of Surat al-Naw'i. In detail, they will differ from one another. In detail, say, they will differ from one another, but basically, they have the same nature. Got it or not? So, now, why we the human became mukallaf and bound by Sharia? That is the requirement of our Surat al-Naw'i. This stature and structure, these features, and our nature. Look, stature, structure, features, nature. How many things? Four. So now these four things, every Noah has the same. Now, this is another thing. One guy will be short, another will be tall. Yes, one guy, he will be white complexion, another will be gray complexion or black complexion or something like that. But as far as a human in general is concerned, their stature and their structure, they are one and the same. Visible features, they are one and the same. Means every human, he has a nose with two nostrils. Yes, every human, he has a face that is clean, not like that of a monkey or another animal that full of hair. Got it? So these are the features. These are what? These are the features. And then the nature. And the base of nature is aql, which differentiate human from other brethren or cousins. Because donkey, dog, lion, name it. Animal. All animals, they are our cousins. Because our genes is one and the same. Got it? Then every Noah, the requirements of their Surat al-Naw'i, this is called Surat al-Naw'i. Got it? That is different. So now the requirement of our Surat al-Naw'i is to be bound by Sharia. To be what? Bound by Sharia. And then the requirement of that binding is to be recompensed. To be recompensed. In kana khairan fa khairun wa in kana sharran fa shar. If they are good, so good recompense. If they are evil, evil recompense. That is the requirement of that taklif and binding. So now, to be mukallaf, that is the requirement of our Surat al-Naw'i. To be recompensed, that is the requirement of being of us bound by Sharia. So now, Sughra Qurba, yes, Hadiyawsa, drop it. So the result will, that the requirement of our Surat al-Naw'i is to be recompensed. Now got it? Got it or not? The requirement of Surat al-Naw'i of donkey is not to be recompensed on the day of judgment. The requirement of, that is marjuh mazhab. Got it? That is marjuh mazhab. Yes. So, the requirement of our Surat al-Naw'i is to be recompensed. Got it? So, now, how will be that recompense? So, sometime that happened in this world. Yes? And for certain people, that happened in their grave. That happened where? In their grave. And for certain others, that will be happening in the judgment day. When? And the judgment. So now, whatever takalif or difficulties you are facing here in this world, that is the kafara of your sunub. That is what? The expiation of your sins. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is recompensing you here for your evils, so you will be in good shape in your qabr. If you have sins and not been punished in one way or recompensed here, yes, so you would be recompensed in the grave. That is also good to have a little bit, yes, beating there, but on day of judgment, then you will be okay. Got it? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us. these three stages, from difficulties and from evil recompense. Got it? Because we are human, we have shortcomings, we have violations, but Allah is our Allah, and we are the fathers of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be nice and kind to us. He is nice and kind to us. Now look at this time, so many people, how in difficult situation they will be. But as far as our case is concerned, we are sitting on the carpet, the fan and the AC both are running, the light is there, and beside that we are involved there in the book of Allah and in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Got it? So you can say that this is also a recompense from Allah. So Alhamdulillah. Yes, we have not done something good, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is kind and Rahman and Rahim. So because of His Rahim, He is recompensing us like this for free. Recompensing us? For what? For free. EDD. This is what? EDD. A stimulus check. Jamil, you got it or not?
Yes.
Oh, how many? And now he will not say.
1400.
Huh?
1400.
1400?
Yeah.
He didn't get too much?
I think it's 3200.
3200. There's 3 checks you got.
Really, I don't know about that. That bill was like 19.
So he is not telling you all these things?
It's talking about the most current one, I think.
Huh?
The most current one is 1400.
So before this 14 you didn't get anything?
Yeah, I got it for like. Yeah, I had.
So what you ate, you forget it. What a guy.
People get a lot.
Huh? So anyhow, now all these we can summarize it in 2 basic rules. In 2 basic rules. Got it? Number 1, that is the feeling of your nafs. That is what? The feeling of your nafs. Based on Quwwat Malaki. Based on Quwwat Malaki. What feeling? Feeling of something natural, of something in shape of act. Got it? Khuluq. Iktasabatu. Yani he made it his nature. He made it his nature. Or an action, he has done it. Got it? Now, an action, he has done it. Or a habit, he adopted it and made it its nature. But that is not convenient for his Quwwat Malaki. It is not convenient for his Quwwat Malaki. So he practiced such like thing that Quwwat Malaki does not like it. So now it bothers his Quwwat Malaki. When it bothers his Quwwat Malaki, so he will be in stress. He will be in tension. He will be in depression. He will be having anxiety. Because he did or faced such like thing which is against the nature of his Quwwat Malaki. Now you got it?
Yes.
I don't know what type of Quran that is. Huh? This man didn't get a job. So now, one thing is that how he feels it and how is the recompense. Number 1, he is reproaching himself. He did something wrong. Now what type of recompense or punishment he is facing? Reproaching himself. Yes?
Yes.
He is ashamed of what he has done. That's also a type of recompense. And number 2, sometimes he gets recompensed in his dream. So he sees nightmares. He sees what? Nightmares. And sometime in his dream he jumps, oh, 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 oh. That's a type of recompense of the wrongs he has done. Because his Quwwat Malaki does not like it, so that's in difficulty. And for some people, it happens in the grave. So now that is for regular nafs. But if a nafs is a little bit strong, a nafs is little bit strong, so then he gets warning through angels. Dawood alayhi salatu wassalam, he was worshipping at night. He has actually divided day and night to 4 portions. So in the first part of the day, he was in his official business as king. Then in the second part of the day, he was making the armor coats for his livelihood. The first part of nights, his family used to worship and he was taking rest. And the last portion of night, they were taking rest and Dawood alayhi salam was worshipping. So now he was in his worship place. So he was sitting like this. He said that, Allah, you will be very happy with me, because my official business does not bother me in my personal business, armor coat making. Yes, and those two does not harm my worship. My business does not harm the worship of my family. My family is not bothering me, neither in that, not in that, not in this worship. So that wife, that type of, yes, as we said, فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Yes, he ascribed that to himself. And actually he did it, but his status was very high. So high status people, they are not making claims. Got it? Even though he did not say it by tongue, he thought like this. Yet, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala caused 2 angels, one riwayah. But the other riwayah mustadrak is that 2 common laymen, they had an actual problem with one another. One had only 1 goat and the other 199 goats. They jumped over the wall, entered to the house and straight went to his worship place. Got it? So Dawood said, how you can? They said, jump over. They said, why? They said, because we have a problem and you have to decree. So he decreed. In Surah Sad, the story is there. He decreed. But the moment they left, Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam was on the Dawood annama fatannahu. That we recompensed him. That we recompensed him. Because his nafs was very qawi and strong. So through angels, Allah subhanahu, our angels inspired 2 guys to cross over the wall and to go to his worship place and to ask him for a decree. Got it?
Yes.
So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, بَلَا مَنْ كَسَبَ سَيِّئَةً وَأَحَاطَتْ بِهِ خَطِيئَتُهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. That the third thing is that if that didn't happen in this world, nor in the qabr, and somebody he was mushrik, because ihatatul khati'ah, ihata with iman, the khati'ah doesn't matter how many sins a mu'min has committed, but still we cannot say that his sins encompassed him. Why? Because iman is in his heart. Sins are just like darkness. Darkness is encompass him. With iman, it does not happen like this. Because the light is blinking. Got it? So that's why we say وَأَحَاطَتْ بِهِ خَطِيَّتُهُ مَعْنَاهُ أَنَّهُ ارْتَكَبَ الشِّرْكَ. مَعْنَاهُ أَنَّهُ ارْتَكَبَ الشِّرْكَ وَكَفَرَ. That he was a mushrik and kafir. That is إحاطة الخطية. And qarina, أولئك أصحاب النار فيها خالدون. They will be abiding there in the hellfire forever. And that is the case of mushrik or mu'min. The case of mushrik. So, anyhow, that was one asal or one thing. And another thing is that for actions a person has done, deeds a person has done, good or bad. So the angels of Haziratul Qudus, angels of Haziratul, they turn to him. They turn to him. So when the angels of Haziratul Qudus, they turn to him, if he had done good deeds, so the angels liked it. And if he had done evil deeds, the angels hated it and disliked it. And that was the hadith that Rasulullah said that then the angels come down to the earth. Got it? And they are inspiring people that this guy, Allah loves him. And the angels love him. So you people must love him. Got it? So then the mahbubiyya or the love is written for such like guy. If the case is other way around, so the angels inspire that this guy, Allah hates him. And the angels hates him. So you people must hate him. Got it? That is the second thing. Got it or not?
Yes.
So, and this love or hate, that is sprinkling on them, but not raining upon them like a rain. Raining upon them like, so that's why someone who is the beloved of Allah, people are rushing towards him. Yeah, to shake hand with him. Got it? And the one on whom the hate is raining like a rain. So when he passes by, everybody says, Shaitan, Spain, yes, dark, khar. People say this right now?
Yes.
Got it? Yes. So how the people say it? How they became Yakzuban, one and the same word? Yeah. Who convinced them? The angels. Got it?
Yes.
They inspired them. And sometimes, because of the anger of these angels of Haziratul Qudus, this guy gets fainted. That guy gets fainted. And sometimes, because of their anger, it causes him a very chronic disease. Because angels, they are just like rays or signals. Got it? Now your telephone is giving signals. Yes? It harm yourself or not? Say, yeah, what the scientist said.
Yes.
It harm yourself or not?
Yes.
It harm your ear or not?
Yes.
It harm your brain or not? Got it? This is a little bit technology. Just think about the angels and their power. They have been created from light, from Allah subhanahu. So when they are giving such light signals, so think about the guy, that what will be happening to him. Got it? Or not it?
Got it.
And sometimes the rays or the signals from these angels, as we mentioned, that becomes inspiration in the hearts of people and human. And sometimes, because of their anger, things happen in his family, or in his wealth, or in his belongings, or in his properties, or on his business, or on his job. Got it? And a good thing, Fazil ibn Ayaz rahmatullahi alayhi. Fazil ibn Ayaz rahmatullah, he is a well-known wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, student of Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi. And as you know, that he was a gangster. He was what? He was a gangster. He had such a gang that the main route was deserted by the people and abandoned by the people because they were looting them. Got only one ayah, a Qari, he was taking his caravan, so they said, don't take at night this route, because Fazil ibn Ayaz and his gang. He said, no, I'm intentional. So he was reciting Quran. And at that time, Surah Hadith, I think, أَلَمْ يَأْنِ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَن تَخْشَعَ قُلُوبُهُمْ لِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَمَا نَزَلَ مِنَ الْحَقِّ. Still the time has not come for those who believed in Allah. Yes, that they submit in fear by heart or from the depth of their heart. أَن تَخْشَعَ قُلُوبُهُمْ لِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. When Allah is mentioned, وَمَا نَزَلَ مِنَ الْحَقِّ, and when Quran is recited. So at that time he was reciting this ayah, and Fazil ibn Ayaz, he was sitting on roadside and his people were standing there. He heard that ayah and he said, oh my God, Ya Rabbi halakt. And he got fainted. So his people, they rushed to him that what happened to the chief? To the Don. Yeah. What happened to who?
The Don.
To the Don. Got it? So when he came back to sense, he said, I want to meet this brother. So he said, Barakallah, you opened my eyes. This ayah pierced in my heart. That's Allah says, still the time has not come for you to fear Allah and to fear and to submit to the zikr of Allah and to Quran. He said, time has come. Time has come. This is the time. Then he hospitalized the caravan and he said that I want to join you. You have to teach me deen. He said, I am only a Qari of Quran, I am not a alim. So he said, can you guide me to someone? He said, yes. Imam al-Ummah. He said, who? He said, Imam Rahman ibn Sabit. So then he came to Kufa and he was with Imam. And that what, when Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmatullah alayhi was told by someone that it is said that Abu Hanifa did like this, main opinion against Hadith. He said, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? A Nahwi, like Mr. So-and-so, a grammarian, like Mr. So-and-so is sitting in his class. A faqih like Muhammad and Abu Yusuf and so far, they are sitting in his class. Muhaddiseen like so-and-so, they are sitting in his class. The philosophers like so-and-so. And he said that the awliya like Malik ibn Dinar and Fazil ibn Ayaz, they are sitting in. So from all around he is encompassed by the specialists of different fields. How you can say about such a sheikh like this thing? Got it? So anyhow, the thing is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it means that He is not leaving a human muhmal. Muhmal means untouched with good or with bad. Because he is not a dog. Yeah, let him do whatever he wants. He is not a donkey. Let him do whatever he is insan. When he will do good, Allah will recompense. When he is doing bad, Allah will recompense. Got it?
Good.
So now, Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that through angels things like that happen. So he said, we are running, getting it. He said, الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَمَاتُوا وَهُمْ كُفَّارٌ أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَيْهِمْ لَعْنَةُ اللَّهِ وَالْمَلَائِكَةِ وَالنَّاسِ أَجْمَعِينَ. That I have not invented such things, but I am looking deep in the ayat of Quran. That those who disbelieved and they died in form of kufr. So upon them there is the curse of Allah, the curse of angels, and the curse of human in general. So he said, what I said? That Allah directly caused him something, through angels caused him something, or the angels inspired the human, yes, to do good to him or do bad to him. So Fazil ibn Ayaz, he said, that my donkey, he used to ride it. At that time, donkey was a good ride. Yes, that my donkey, even the horse cannot go that far in ride as the donkey can go. Yeah, because the horse is hyper, but donkey is not hyper. He is very sabir, very patient man. Good guy. Waliullah. Yes. Yes or not? Yeah. So, anyhow, so Imam Fudayl ibn Ayaz, he used to ride a donkey. So he says that my donkey is very good, but sometimes if I'm mounting and it's like this, so I don't blame him. I don't blame that what wrong I have done to you, but I think that maybe some rule of Allah I have violated, and the angels inspired the donkey. They show him the recompense. Now you are getting it? That's what Imam said. So anyhow, now in these two rules, the first one is too much powerful. First one is too much powerful. But too much powerful regarding what? Regarding those actions or those habits which affect the doer only. Which affect the doer only. And the second rule, that it is too much powerful, not regarding the doer only, but regarding the surrounding as well. Got it? It affects the surrounding as well. So, but then Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says that sometimes the actions or the habit happens and exist, but the result does not happen to it. Why? Because there are some preventions or hurdles comes in front of that. Some hurdle comes in front. Like here, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, "As-sadaqatu tudfi'u ghadab al-rabb wa tadfa'u mitat as-su." That giving in charity, it will give you two goods. If you have violated the rule of Allah, which makes Allah angry at you, now when Allah will become angry, so what he will do is slap you. And if Allah slaps someone, so he's gone. Got it? So now, the bad or the evil action is there. The result is Allah's anger and then slap. But it did not happen to him. Why it not happened to him? Because he did some charity. So now charity is bringing him the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now his evil, it was acquiring or requiring a slave. But his charity, it acquires a love from Allah subhanahu. So that love comes in the front of that slave and stops. Got it? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Sadaqa tudfi'u ghazab al-rabb wa tadfa'u mitat as-su." That sadaqah and charity tudfi'u ghazab al-rabb extinguishes the anger of Allah. Anger is just like fire. Wa tadfa'u mitat as-su, and it stops a bad form of death. So it means those who will be doing charity, their death will be easy. At that time, they will not be feeling hardship and difficulties. Got it? Or not? Otherwise, everybody is doing wrong. So if doing wrong, it will cause him the anger of Allah. Yes, or it will cause him difficulty at the time of death. But when he is doing charity, so charity is bringing him, number one, the love of Allah, and number two, to stop the agonies of death. To stop what? The agony. So their charity, yes, stops right in front of those who result, so it stops it. So Bab was Bab al-Mujazat. يعلم الناس باب المجازات وإن كثرت, that the reasons are the causes of mujazat and recompense, even though these are a lot, ترجع إلى أصلين, but that returns back to two roots. أحدهما, the first one is أن تحس النفس من حيث قوتها الملكية بعمل أو خلق اكتسبته, that the nafs feel based on his قوة الملكي, yes, بعمل أو خلق اكتسبته, based on amal or because of the khuluq or the habit اكتسبته which he adopted or practiced. أنه لأنه غير ملائم لها, that this amal or this habit is not suitable for him. فَتَتَشَبَّحُ فِيهَا نَدَامَةُ الْحَسْرَةِ. The recompense is tashabbuh mean taking shame. So nadamat and hasrat. Alas, I am ashamed of. He is feeling that. Got it? Nadamat is shame and hasrat is loss. What? Allah. No, alas. A-L-A-S. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think that nowadays they are not that strict in English grammar. Otherwise, we were getting beaten by our teacher. Yes. That he said with joy, turn it to indirect narration. Yes. So he said, hurrah! Yes. And he said in sorrow. So indirect narration, he said, alas. Got it? These are ta'birat. These are what? تعبيرات. فتتشبه فيها ندامة وحسرة, shame and alas, وأصار, حسرة mean sorrow, وألم and pain. ربما أوجب ذلك تمثل واقعات في المنام. أوجب بمعنى الزمان, and sometimes it brings تمثل واقعات, the shaping or picturing or picturizing of some events in the dream أو اليقظة, or even in awakes. تشتمل على إيلام وإهانة, which includes or consists of إيلام giving pain, أو إهانة and disgracing someone, وتهديد and threatening. ورب نفس استعدت لإلهام المخالفة, and maybe some nufus استعدت لإلهام المخالفة, they are very much ready and prepared for the inspiration of مخالفة, فخوطبت على ألسنة الملائكة. So they are addressed by the tongues of the angels. بأن تتراءى له كما سائر ما تستعد له من العلوم. So how they are تتراءى بمعنى تظهر, بأن تتراءى له, that they comes to him or they appears to him كسائر ما تستعد له من العلوم, like as other ulum or other feelings are coming to him. So the angels' feelings are also coming to him. وإلى هذا الأصل وقعت الإشارة, and to this rule there is an ishara, indication في قوله تعالى, in the saying of Allah, بلا من كسب سيئة, yes, one who has done سيئة shirka, وأحاطت به خطيئته, and his khati'ah, which is shirk, أحاطت به, encompassed him from all around. So encompassed him from all around mean that he was a mushrik until his death and he died as a mushrik. Got it? That is a hata. If somebody was mushrik and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he gave him iman, so it means that his khati'ah and shirk has not encompassed him. Got it? Or Yusuf?
Yes.
Now you got it?
Yes.
فَأُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. They are the companions of the fire, they will be abiding therein forever. والثاني, and the second rule is توجه حزيرة القدس. That is the توجه حزيرة القدس, mean the angels of حزيرة القدس إلى بني آدم, to the humans. فعند الملأ الأعلى هيئات وأعمال وأخلاق, because in their world there are أعمال, there are أخلاق, and there are كيفيات. هيئات mean كيفيات. مرضية, which they like, ومسكوتة, which they hate. Certain أعمال of human they like it, and certain أعمال of them they hate it. Certain أخلاق of human they like it, and certain أخلاق of them they hate it. فَتَطْلُبْ مِنْ رَبِّهَا, so they ask their Lord, طَلَبًا قَوِيًّا, very strongly, insisting upon. طَلَبًا قَوِيًّا means insisting upon. تَنْعِيمَ أَهْلِ هَذِهِ, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give delights to this group. وَتَعْذِيبَ أَهْلِ تِلْكَ, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punish this other group. فَيُسْتَجَابُ دُعَاؤُهُمْ, so their dua is accepted. وَتُحِيطُ بِبَنِي آدَمَ هِمَمُهُمْ, himam, that's the plural of himma, and himma is tawajjuhat. وَتُحِيطُ, and their himam and their tawajjuhat are focusing, that encompasses the humans. وَتَتَرَشَّحُ عَلَيْهِمْ سُورَةُ الرِّضَى وَاللَّعْنَةِ, in shape of good deeds, the riza, or the good pleasure, that is coming down on them. وَاللَّعْنَةِ, or cursings coming on them, in shape of evil deeds. كَمَا تَتَرَشَّحُ سَائِرُ الْعُلُومِ, like other ulum, that is also raining upon them. فَتَتَشَبَّحُ وَاقِعَاتٌ إِلَامِيَّةٌ. So then picturized or shaped واقعات, some events, إِلَامِيَّة, which is causing pain, أو إنعامية, or which is giving delights. وَتَتَرَى الْمَلَأُ الْأَعْلَى مُهَدِّدَةً لَهُم. And also the angels of Malay Ala, they are appearing to them مُهَدِّدَةً لَهُم, giving them the warnings or the threats, أو مُنبَسِطًا إِلَيْهِمْ, or giving them the happy news or the good pleasure. وَرُبَّمَا تَأَثَّرَتِ النَّفْسِ. And sometime تَأَثَّرَتِ النَّفْسِ مِنْ سَخْطِهَا, because of their sakhat and their hate, the hate of the angels. So he is getting affected because of their anger. فَعَرَضَ الْحَاكِئَةِ الرَّشِيدِ. So he is getting fainted. أَوْ كَهَيَةِ الْمَرَضِ, or something like sickness, chronic sickness happened to him, because the angels of Malay Ala, they are giving a tawajjuh to him. They are giving what? A tawajjuh to him. Yes, giving signals. وَرُبَّمَا ترشح ما عنده من الهمة المتأكدة على الحوادث الضعيفة. And sometime whatever tawajjuh mutaakkida, which has established, whatever established tawajjuh, that is ترشح ما عنده من الهمة المتأكدة على الحوادث الضعيفة. So some weak type of حوادث and events happen to them called khawatir. Like, look, since last night this thing come into my mind, I'm thinking like that. So these are also a type of recompense, but these type of thinking, these are hawadis zaifa. That is what? Hawadis zaifa. This thinking bothering me a lot. This thinking bothering me a lot. That is because of the angels of Malay Allah, that they are focusing on them, but the events are weak, not that much strong. Otherwise he would have gone to the mountains and he was becoming crazy. Got it? فَأَلْهَمَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ وَبَنُو آدَمَ. So the Malaika are inspired, are the human, أَن يُحْسِنُوا وَيُسِيءُ إِلَيْهِ, to do good to that guy because of his good deeds, أو يُسِيءُ, or to do bad to that guy because of his evil deeds. وَرُبَّمَا أُحِيلَ أَمْرٌ مِّن مُلَابَسَاتِهِ إِلَى صَلَاحٍ وَفَسَادٍ. And sometime أُحِيلَ أَمْرٌ مِّن مُلَابَسَاتِهِ. Mulabasat means whatever he is doing or he is getting involved therein, his daily business. Mulabasat means daily business, daily engagements. Mulabasat means, say, daily engagements. وَرُبَّمَا أُحِيلَ أَمْرٌ مِّن مُلَابَسَاتِهِ إِلَى صَلَاحٍ أَوْ فَسَادٍ. If he was doing good, so because of that ilham, some of his umur or his affairs, they are going in a right direction, and some of his affairs, if he is doing bad, so that is going in a wrong direction. وَظَهَرَتْ تَقْرِبَاتٌ لِتَنْعِيمِهِ أَوْ تَعْذِيبِهِ. And sometime happened some taqribat, some gatherings, لِتَنْعِيمِهِ, for his delights, أو تعذيبه, for his punishments. بَلِ الْحَقُّ الصُّرَاحِ. But surah means sarih. بَلِ الْحَقُّ الصَّرَاحِ. The open truth is أَنَّ لِلَّهِ تَبَارَكَ وَتَعَالَى عِنَايَةً بِالنَّاسِ. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has his mercy on people. Yes. يوم خلق السماوات والأرض من يوم. يوم خلق السماوات من يوم. Since that day he has created the heavens and the earth. توجب, which make it must Allah يهمل أفراد الإنسان سدًا, not to leave human for free, not to leave human for free or as they are. وأن يواخذهم على ما يفعلونه, but and to seize them على ما يفعلونه, based on what they are doing. لكن لدقة مدركها, لكن لدقة, but that place of darak, that place of darak means perceiving. That place of darak, that is very daqiq. Daqiq means everybody cannot approach it. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi ja'alna da'wat al-malaikati unwanan laha. So we gave him the heading of the dua of malaika. That the malaika, they are doing dua for his good or for his bad. Wallahu a'lam. Wa ila hadha al-asli wa qatil ishara. And to this rule, the ishara or the indication is there in the saying of Allah, innal ladhina kafaru wa matu, those who disbelieve and they died wrong, kuffar and farma, kufru like alayhim la'natullah, upon them there is the curse of Allah, the angels and the people. خالدين فيها, abiding therein forever, لا يخفف عنهم العذاب, so the punishment will not be lightened from them, ولا هم ينظرون, not they will be giving any respite or any pause. لا ينظرون means they will not be given any pause. ويتركب الأصلان فيحدث من تركب بحسب استعداد النفس, and sometimes both these rules are mingling with one another, yes, are combined with one another. فيحدث من تركيب من تركبهما, so from their combination, from the combination of these both usul, يحدث, they are happen بحسب استعداد النفس, based upon or depend upon the istidad and the capacity of the nafs, والعمل, and the capacity of the amal. صور كثيرة عجيبة, different type of صور كثيرة, different type of pictures and shapes. لكن الأول أقوى في أعمال, but the first rule is very strong في أعمال وأخلاق, in those أعمال and أخلاق تصلح النفس أو تفسدها, if those أعمال and أخلاق are good, so that it makes the nafs صالح, reform it, أو تفسدها, or it corrupt it. وأكثر النفوس له قبولا أزكاها وأقواها, and those nufus, وأكثر الناس له قبولا, this قبولا is the hal of أكثره, got it? يعني ومن الناس أكثر قبولا, ومن الناس له أكثر قبولا, and from people those who are accepting this asl too much, أزكاها, the one who is very zaki, very sharp, وأقواها, and very strong. والثاني, and the second rule is أقوى في أعمال وأخلاق مناقضة للمصالح الكلية, public interest, مصالح الكلية means public interest. And the second rule is very strong in those أعمال and أخلاق مناقضة للمصلحة الكلية, which is against the public interest. منافرة لما يرجع إلى صلاح النظام بني آدم, منافرة means against, yeah, which is against those things which can give reform to the system of Bani Adam, means that it is a disturbance to the society. It's what? A disturbance to the society, or mischief to the society, or mischief or disorder to the society. وأكثر النفوس له قبولا, and the ومن النفوس أكثر قبولا له, and for the second rule, those nufus are accepting the second rule too much, أضعفها, who is very ضعيف, وأسمجها وأقبحها, and he is very قبيح and bad and worst. ولكل من الصوين مانع. Now these are the two reasons, the recompense is happening based on these two reasons, but for these two reasons there are hurdles also, or hindrances. Mani means hindrances. يصد عن حكمه إلى حين, that the cause happened, but the result stopped because a hindrance or hurdle came in between. Got it? إلى حين, which stopped it from its result for time being. فالأول يصد عنه ضعف الملكية, so from the result of the first sabab and cause, يصد عنه ضعف الملكية وقوة البهيمية, so the stoppage is ضعف الملكية, the weakness of قوة الملكي, and the strength or power of قوة البهيمي, حتى تصير كأنها نفس بهيمية فقط, until he becomes like as he has only bahimi nafs and he does not have the malaki nature. لا تتألم من آلام الملكية, so such like guy, look at me, that his malakiya is that zaif. His malakiya that he is doing bad. He is doing bad, but he does not feel any hasrat and any nadamat and any shame or any pain. Got it? Or not it? Yes. So, لا تتألم من آلام الملكية فإذا تخففت النفس عن الجباب أو عن الجباب البهيمي. Now look, the structure. The structure is bahimi. This is not malaki, because the malak, they do not have the structure. Do they have? They do not. Structure is bahimi. That's hayawani. That's animal structure. Got it? Now, when this structure or this jilbab being the cover or what they call the gown the woman are wearing for their satar or for their hijab. Got it? The long coat. Got it? That's called jilbab. That's called what? وَيُدِّينَ عَلَيْهِنَّ مِنْ جَلَابِيبِهِنَّ. يُدِّينَ عَلَيْهِنَّ مِنْ جَلَابِيبِهِنَّ. So now this body is actually a jilbab for actual human. Because actual human is inside, which is nafs natiqa, which is what? Nafs natiqa. And all these feelings are happening to nafs natiqa, not to this body. This body is suffering or that is becoming happy because of nafs natiqa. That either the nafs natiqa in difficulty, so the body is paining, or the nafs natiqa is in pleasure, so the body is got it?
Yes.
Or not it? So now, if in this world something didn't happen to a good doer or to bad doer, or he didn't feel it, why? Because his quwwati malaki, which is related to nafs natiqa, that is very weak. Which is related to nafs natiqa, that is very weak. And quwwati bahimi, that has become strong, it has overtaken his quwwati malaki. So that's why his meter is not working. His meter not working. But when this jilbab has gone out and the ruh came out therefrom, so now where he will be? In qabr. Where he will be? In qabr. So then the thing starts. Because this bahimi jilbab and bahimi structure, it has stopped the result. So now when he will be in qabr, so if he was a good guy, he will be having delights therein. If he was a bad guy, so he will be having azab and punishment therein. Got it?
Yes.
فإذا تخففت النفس عن الجلباب, when the nafs natiqa, that became khafif, yani open, came out من الجلباب, from that cover. وقل مدده, and its madad, the madad of quwwat bahimi, or the madad of jilbab bahimi, the support, that is gone. وبرقت بوارق الملكية. Now when the nafs natiqa came out, so it means that the malakiya lights are coming upon him. عذبت أو نعمت شيئا فشيئا. So now he would be recompensed in shape of azab, or he will be given delight slowly. Yes? والثاني يصد عنه. And the second sabab, the second rule which we have mentioned, يصد عنه تطابق الأسباب, that the cause happened, but the result did not happen. Why? Because a few other causes, a few other causes got together and stopped the result. A few other causes came in between and they stopped the result. على ما يخالف الحكم. Yes. So they agreed upon what? Yes. على ما يخالف الحكم. So they agreed upon to stop the result and hukm of that sabab, not to have it. حتى إذا جاء أجله الذي قدره الله. Until when his fixed time and appointed time came, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed from him, so sajja عند ذلك الجزاء سجا. So there the jaza or the recompense, that come like a heavy rain upon him. وهو قوله تبارك وتعالى, and that what is mentioned in the qawl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, لكل أمة أجل, for every group there is a appointed time. فإذا جاء أجلهم, when their appointed time will come, فلا يستأخرون ساعة, they cannot delay it for 1 hour, ولا يستقدمون, nor they can bring it forth for 1 hour. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه